Okay, welcome back to Gaming Before You're Born. This is Might and Magic. I've played around a little bit, still kind of getting a feel for things. Gotten over that worst hump, I feel, where I had a whole bunch of just first level characters with nothing but clubs, and thankfully now, as you can see, I found some weapons. Well, except for Quick Ben, but he's my sorcerer. He doesn't really need weapons. But found some nice weapons, found some armor, leveled people up some. Unfortunately, my healer, he died. Which was weird because I hadn't had anybody die in this game. I'd only had them fall unconscious. So I'm not sure what killed him. And I didn't realize he was dead and not just unconscious until I had already saved the game. So that presented a certain problem. Anyways, when you retreat from battle, I've noticed that sometimes you just lose all your stuff, which not a fan of. Oh, I can take on these orcs. Yeah, the reason I ran from that last fight is sprites have consistently murdered me. I can't, I don't know, I can't hit them. They throw a bunch of curses on me. It's brutal. And I've never beat them, ever. I can't hit them. They wipe me out in record time. Yeah, so you might notice, similar to wizardry, there's not really an interface for casting spells. So I actually have a cheat sheet up to my right, which just lists all of, first you have the number, then you have the level. So I just have a cheat sheet which says, it's just a grid, it's a table of what absolutely every single level number combination for the spells are. That's handy. You memorize a lot of the ones you use quickly. Like 1-4 for Quick Ben is his flaming arrow. And then 1-4 for Mend is healing, and 1-2 is bless. Speaking of healing, I think everybody's in pretty good shape. Let's just have him block. It's definitely going a lot easier now that I've got people equipped decently. But I'm still somewhat unsure of what some of the equipment even does. Like, this is another one of those games, it's so early where the item descriptions are non-existent. Just every item you find in the game is incredibly opaque. The only item that I've equipped that has actually given me some feedback. Yay. So this could be trapped and it could kill people, but we'll do it anyways. Yay. Love that old PC speaker sound. We will rest. Actually, I think I'm out of food now, so now would be a fantastic time to go buy more food. So, it's actually really easy to get food in this game. You just have to go to the shop. 5 gold per person gives you all the food you could possibly want for every character. Fills their backpack up completely. So everybody's going to have, everybody's going to have 40 food, which means they can now rest 40 times, completely recover their hit points and spell points. Yeah. You only save the game when you sign in, too, and I don't think there's any way to unsave it. It's just basically one save spot, which made it all the more punishing when my previous healer, Mallet, unbeknownst to me, had died, and it cost 200 money to bring him back. And I didn't have 200 money. So I just dropped him. I looted his body, took everything off of him, and then just rolled a new healer, which I'm currently kind of power leveling. He's in the back row. He's safe. Mend is my new healer. This is it's weird. Like compared to some of the other games I've been playing around the era, what was this again? This was Men. There are some things I like. Like this first town I'm in has an incredible amount of flavor text, and I'll actually show you some of it. It's just full of these statues that have these plaques on them that like flesh out the world. You know, it lets there are memorials to people, memorials to historical events, and it's interesting. Like it gives the world a more fleshed out, real feeling than Wizardry had. But you know, Wizardry came first, so that's not surprising. And near as I know, Wizardry had much more restrictive technical constraints. I read somewhere that like they used up all of the room on the disc for special events and special text on the first 4 levels when they were designing them, and then the other 6 levels just kind of had to make do with what it could. Yay. Yeah, I have been very poor in this game. Leveling up cost money, although thankfully not as much money as Pool of Radiance, because Pool of Radiance almost bankrupted me. While we're here, let's cast some healing on Bannox. How's Bannox doing? Bannox is doing better. Alright, we will unlock this door. Uh-oh. I've also had issues with people getting poisoned. I'm not entirely sure how that happened either. I'd been getting into a lot of encounters, and then suddenly some guys were poisoned, so I don't know. Also slowed the text way down, which helps. Before this was going so incredibly fast. I actually heard there was a bug in the previous version of DOSBox where the text just never slowed down, which would have been a serious issue. Okay, so I think I think these poltergeists are undead. I can use my turn undead spell. Yeah. That's a huge saving grace, having that turn undead spell. Now that I think about it, sprites are so outrageously difficult. They're not undead, are they? Like, I wonder if that's the trick for taking out... I wonder if that's the trick for taking out sprites, because they are uncharacteristically, ridiculously hard for the very first town. I mean, when I run into them, it's just automatic death. I say automatic. It takes a while for them to whittle me down, but whittle me down they will. Alright, let's see if anybody's ready to level up. It's possible. Especially my healer. Okay, so my healer and Quick Ben are ready to level. Well, let's do the healer first, because he needs it. I need my healing. Alright, sweet. So now, this is a weird thing. If you look at his spell points, they haven't increased yet, even though I just leveled. If I rest, now they go up. I don't know. Things happen, I guess. Let's see what other random encounters I can scare up. Actually, let's go into the jail. I've gotten lost in here a few times because I get into this area of darkness, and oh yeah, kobolds are doable. I get into this area of darkness, and then I just seem to bump into everything, and I can't find the way out, and then I mash keys, and suddenly I'm out in the open area. And even though it's a darkness area, I've tried casting light spells, and they don't work, so presumably it's some sort of area of enchanted darkness. Or I could just be doing this wrong. So that's a bless spell. I believe the bless spell helps me hit them easier. Could be wrong, but it seems to help. So I've actually played a Might and Magic before. Mostly I played the 6th game. The 6th Might and Magic is actually the game that got me into RPGs in the very first place. Up until then, I had mostly been playing action games, Doom and the like. You know, RPGs up until then just looked very, I want to say boring. You know, not enough action for my young mind. But it was an absolutely glowing review of Might and Magic 6 in a computer gaming world where they just heaped such excessive praise on it, because it's my impression that at the time computer RPGs were quote unquote dead. So the fact that a new RPG was coming out had people extremely excited. Oh, it locked on me. Alright, we will unlock it with Apsalara. Ooh, acid attack. Alright, well, let's rest here. Yeah. Alright, so this is, if I do this correctly, this is the, Into the Darkness. Alright, well, let's attack. You might watch me get a total party wipe. We will see how this works. I've gotten really close in the darkness. But yeah, I absolutely adored Might and Magic 6. And it was a more modern RPG. It was much more modern. I think it came out in like 96 or 97. And at that point, you know, RPGs had been dead for not very long, I think. Maybe a year or two. But yeah, I adored it, and it had. I wasn't a big a fan of the sequel, Might and Magic 7, because they seemed to tailor the AI to constantly go after your healers. So the healer would use all of his healing spells, healing himself, and then eventually he would go down, and the rest of your party would go down after him. It was, it was okay. I never beat it, although I thoroughly beat absolutely everything that was in Might and Magic 6. And I actually did it again recently. A year or two ago I played through it again, and honestly it was just as good as I remember it. Partially because Might and Magic, 6, and I think to a degree 7, definitely represented the pinnacle of what that genre was trying to do. So, anyways, I've gone back to the very first one, and it is a trip. It's fascinating having gone all the way back, seeing what it hadn't quite become yet. Alright, let's fumble in the darkness. Oh, found a thing. Oh. I haven't found these guys yet. Alright. Another instance where I might get wiped out. Alright, let's, Shadow Beast. I wonder what Shadow Beast can do. Well, I think I'm just going to shoot at the gargantuan rats, because I feel like they might be easier to take down. What do I got going on here? I wonder if I can put people to sleep. Nope, nope, nope. Ants, maybe? Can I put the ants to sleep? Afraid not. Alright, well, first things first, we'll cast Bless, maybe hit these people a little bit better. These Shadow Beasts make me really nervous. Alright, let's keep shooting that wounded one if it's trying to get away. Well, so far, I'm not dead yet. Let's put some healing on Bannox, and then I'll do it Oh, shit! Those gargantuan ants. How many points does that Shadow Beast have? Alright, it must have had at least 20 hit points. Alright, now these gargantuan ants are really making me nervous. I thought it was the shadow beast I'd have to worry about. Oof. Alright, I think Itkovian desperately needs some healing. Once Itkovian and Bannox go down, my ranks get infiltrated, and then everybody just gets hit. I probably won't last too much longer after that happens. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think I wandered into a total party wipe situation. Because I'm not hitting them. I haven't killed one. Alright, finally killed one. Oh, just lost Itkovian. Oh, I just lost Bannox. This is how it starts. Alright. If I can get one of them back up before things get really bad, let's get Itkovian back up. He's probably going to go right back down. Come on, come on. Uh-oh. Alright, uh-oh, they've infiltrated the ranks. This is when I die, most likely. Alright. Gotta get Bannox back up in a desperate bid. No sense shooting, I think. Quick bend, just keep casting. He's probably gonna go down next. Ugh, not Picker. Everybody's so messed up. Alright, let's get Itkovian back up. Alright, well, how am I? Picker desperately needs healing, but nobody has any status effects on them. So, there might be hope if I can just land a few hits. Alright, one more down. If I can just... I think if I can take down that last ant... Oh, Mend is out of healing. Alright, never mind. This went from bad to extremely bad. I really need to land some hits. I don't know if it's better to shoot or attack with Picker. Yeah, this could very easily just be a party wipe. Which, you know, good example of how hard the game is, definitely. You can definitely wander into some just bad situations. Oh, and how quick Ben's out of spell points. I didn't realize I'd burned through all of his. Alright, just... I'm surprised he hit for 5 points of damage. All he's got is a club. I haven't bothered to outfit him with anything. Oh, Picker goes down. Alright, it's just the Shadow Beast. I might have a chance. 15 points of damage. Oh, Bannox. Okay, wow, that I am amazed I came through. Alright. I might still wipe the party out if I trigger this trap. Oh, I found a special weapon. Alright, is anybody dead? Everybody's just unconscious. Alright, can I rest here? No encounters. Okay, that was a close one. So Itkovian is going to give that sling to Picker, because Picker is my archer. So let's get rid of the sling, have them equip the sling +1. Let's get out of here. How do I get out of here? Oh, there we go. Okay, found my way out. Anyways, that gave you a good flavor of Might and Magic.